Leppington.
Thank you, Speaker. I rise to once again address a pressing issue affecting thousands of highly skilled workers, engineers, healthcare professionals, IT experts, architects and educators, ready to contribute their invaluable knowledge and experience, but prevented so by outdated regulations and systemic barriers. The result, a missed opportunity for these skilled workers and Australia's economy, particularly here in New South Wales. The Activate Australia's Skills campaign was launched earlier this month by an alliance of more than 50 business groups, unions and community organisations seeking to tackle this issue by improving national skills and qualifications recognition. Their research shows 44% of skilled migrants are working beneath their skill level, while 1/3 of all Australian occupations face shortages. Additionally, 90% of business leaders are concerned about the impact of skills shortages on their industries. We are losing an estimated $70 billion a year in economic activity due to the underutilisation of these workers. A significant barrier these skilled migrants face is the recognition of their overseas qualifications. Many are trained and experienced professionals but are forced to undergo a costly, complex and lengthy re-qualification process, often leaving them in jobs that does not reflect their expertise. This must change. The Activate Australia Skills campaign makes several recommendations with the aim of creating a national skills recognition system. One that is streamlined and simplified, ensuring qualifications are recognised consistently right across Australia. It calls for a unified national governance system to oversee the recognition of overseas qualifications. This includes the establishment of an ombudsman with regulatory power to provide independent oversight and transparency, ensuring that the system operates fairly and efficiently. Currently, the process is fragmented with different rules and regulations in each state. The campaign also calls for the establishment of a multilingual online one-stop shop portal. The portal would further simplify the currently fragmented process and serve as a comprehensive guide for navigating the skills assessment, qualification recognition and occupational licensing processes. The campaign's proposals would enable skilled migrants to transition smoothly into their qualified professions. It would also prevent unnecessary delays and costs, helping both migrants and industries that need their skills. A recent report released by the Federal Joint Standing Committee on Migration, entitled Migration Pathway to Nation Building, recognises these challenges and makes several recommendations consistent with the Activate Australia Skills campaign. Recommendation 39 from the Joint Standing Committee suggests that we establish mutual recognition agreements with countries that share similar standards to Australia. By partnering with these countries, we can ensure that skilled migrants from nations with comparable qualifications can transition seamlessly into our workforce, thus eliminating unnecessary re-qualification requirements. Now, all this seems relatively straightforward for those arriving through skilled migration channels. However, we know that migrants with highly sought-after skills and qualifications also come to this country via humanitarian programs as refugees. Many refugees arrive here with little more than the clothes on their backs. They are highly traumatised, having fled persecution, war and conflict. The ability to prove their skills and qualifications is often difficult, if not impossible. No records exist, or if they do, they sit with governments that may range from uncooperative to outright hostile. Thankfully, we can look to successful international examples. The Joint Standing Committee on Migration report notes the processes in Germany may offer an appropriate model. One of the submissions to the inquiry was made by the Australian Migrant Resource Centre, and it notes that in Germany between 2015 and 2018, around 8,475 Syrian vocational qualifications were recognised, as well as 1,400 from Iran and 800 from Iraq. The most common were around the field of health professions, doctors, nurses and dentists. Our state, like much of Australia, faces labour shortages in these very sectors. But not only can we fill these critical gaps across healthcare, construction, education and technology, we can help thousands of workers move from unemployment and underemployment. The shortages are impacting our ability to provide essential services and complete vital infrastructure projects. We don't need to look overseas for the talent we need. The talent is already here, living in our communities. This is a win-win for both New South Wales and its residents. This is not just an economic issue, it is also a question of fairness, inclusivity and common sense. Migrants bring with them valuable skills we desperately need. but we are blocking them from making the contributions that they are capable of, and it is time to change that. The economic benefits will speak for themselves, but more importantly, we will be recognising the value and dignity of every individual who comes to Australia seeking a better life.
I call the member for Winston.